The origins of hip-hop in Somalia can be traced to the 2000s, a period when the country was embroiled in civil war and political instability. During this time, many Somalis fled to countries in the Middle East, Europe and North America, especially to cities with significant Somali diaspora communities like London, Minneapolis and Toronto. It was within these communities that Somali youth first encountered global hip-hop culture, which became a way for them to connect with their identities, tell their stories, and reflect on their experiences. So the history of Somali hip-hop started with its diaspora. When it reached local audiences and Somali youth started experimenting with it, they progressively added Somali traditional music such as dhaanto and buraanbur with hip-hop beats, and they began to make Somali poetry and oral traditions with rap, while being influenced by the hip-hop movements from overseas. During its first years, Somali hip-hop was relatively underground but definitely alive amongst the different Somali communities all over the globe. It's in these communities of the Somali diaspora that some started to emerge. Artists such as Kenan, a Somali-Canadian musician, gained international recognition in the mid-2000s. His success helped raise the profile of Somali music in the global mainstream, laying the groundwork for the acceptance and growth of Somali hip-hop. In the diaspora, Somali artists began using hip-hop as a platform to discuss issues like refugee experiences, immigration, identity struggles, and the challenges of life in exile. They often addressed Somali pride and resilience in their lyrics, seeking to preserve their cultural identity while integrating into new societies. In the 2010s, as Somalia began to stabilize politically and economically after decades of conflict, hip-hop began to find a stronger foothold within the country itself. Despite the ongoing challenges such as poverty, youth unemployment, and the influence of radical groups, we can only be optimistic for the future of Somali hip-hop. Despite its current state locally, as it is relatively new, it is part of its youth history thanks to its diaspora. Also, the fact that Somali hip-hop is still new means that many possibilities are still present. We can only hope that the genre will likely continue to serve as an important form of cultural expression and social change, particularly as Somalia continues to rebuild and modernize after decades of conflict.